Well, good Tuesday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you in the North Georgia Majeski Weather Studios with your weather update here on your December the 16th, 2025. Things looking absolutely gorgeous across North Georgia for this afternoon with abundant sunshine and temperatures getting closer to where they're supposed to be for this time of year. Now, we are going to see some changes. We got some clouds coming at us on Wednesday and some needed rainfall coming in as we go into your Thursday. We'll have an update on your weekend and still some question marks into early portion of next week, of course, we're getting into Christmas week. I'll give you the latest on that as well. Now, before we get going, if you live anywhere here across North Georgia here on YouTube and you'd like to become a subscriber, please do so at this time. Go hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future content. Again, no nonsense weather here. Give it to you straight and help you guys plan your day here all across North Georgia. All right, let's go ahead and take a live look there in Helen, Georgia for this afternoon. Things in the mid-50s out there, abundant sunshine, looking pretty good here for this afternoon, as well as down toward Lake Lanier as well. A lot of clear skies, just a gentle breeze outside, and temperatures definitely a little bit better than they were yesterday at this time. Local radar is clear. We do have a fire weather statement out there right now. That's what that highlighted area is there for very low humidity, less than 25%. So please, no unnecessary burning outside. Satellite pictures showing a delightful day here all across the southeast. You really cannot complain with conditions like this. Looking very good. And it looks like this weather will continue straight into tomorrow, although we're going to notice a few more clouds as some of this cloud starts to come back in our direction. So a little filtered sunshine to eventually mostly cloudy for tomorrow. Now, let's look at our regional radar. Again, we got high pressure here in control across the south. Things looking a lot better here. Look at that, already 54 degrees there in Lawrenceville. Things getting back to where they're supposed to be. Again, very seasonable here for the middle of December. Now, as far as what we're expecting as far as rainfall is concerned, well, we got a couple things we got to watch here, all right? So we're going to have increasing clouds on Wednesdays. Notice that moisture back off to the west, but the rain threat really doesn't arrive until we get into Thursday. So as we go into Thursday, you'll notice that moisture coming in out of Alabama. That'll be picking up here throughout the day. So expect some afternoon showers, maybe a bit of a wet commute for folks going home on your Thursday. And then it looks like that'll continue into the evening hours. And then I think by the time we get to Friday, we wrap up the work week, we should be looking at pretty good weather, although it'll be a little bit colder outside. All right, so let's look at your rainfall amounts. This only takes you up to about 7 o'clock here on Thursday. Again, the bulk of that rain will be coming in during the evening hours. So I just see in a couple little pockets here of, maybe quarter to half inch. But I think overall, I'm thinking a half inch to 3/4 inch is about what we're going to see across most of North Georgia. Not bad. We could use more, but we'll take what we get at this point as we continue the drought and dry conditions across our area. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at your forecast maps here. This compliments from our friends from the National Weather Service. Again, watch that little timestamp there on top as we highlight our weather going into your Wednesday. Again, not looking bad, but we are seeing the moisture increasing back here to the west, and that's going to bring in those clouds as we go throughout the day on Wednesday. And then as we go into Thursday, again, we're looking at the rain chances coming up here. The most significant rains right now coming in the afternoon and into the evening hours on Thursday. And by the time we go into Friday, we're done. Things clear on out. Friday's looking pretty good. Saturday's looking pretty good. But going into Sunday, we got another front we got to watch. We might see a few showers on Sunday. And then going into Monday, this high pressure here is, depending on where this thing's located, we're going to be looking at a potential wedge developing in here Monday or Tuesday. So it's all about a timing thing when it comes to those wedges and the exact placement of that high. So a little uncertainty remains on that forecast here for days 6 and 7. So watch out for some changes on that until we get a little bit closer. So here's our forecast here for Gainesville, 57-34, fairly seasonable, really not bad for this time of year, mostly cloudy skies. As we're looking at temperatures tomorrow morning, not as cold as this morning. We still have some teens into 20s around this morning for the most part, but we'll see lower 30s for most places. Maybe an isolated 20-degree temperature here or there, like Blairsville, for example. They're always a colder spot, but really not looking too bad. And daytime highs, pretty much like today. So I think it'll be a little bit milder off toward the east. Of course, the clouds will be a little bit slower getting in there, but generally looking at temperatures in the 50s. Regionally looking like this, we'll see the clouds increasing across most of the south for your Wednesday. 60 degrees there in Birmingham and Columbus, 54 in Memphis, and 55 up in Asheville. The rest of the 7-day forecast shaping up like this, as again, high chance of rain on Thursday into Thursday evening. Friday we clear out, but noticeably cooler, 51-40 there. Also a little bit of a breeze there on Friday. We warm right back up though. We'll all be back into the 60s on Sunday. And right now, Monday, Tuesday, question mark on the wedge. Right now, if it comes in on Tuesday, could be a little bit cooler than that, although the American JFS was pretty chilly and the European not quite as bad. So we're just kind of blending those for day 7 for right now. So anyway, that's what we're looking at right now. Again, Looking ahead for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, which we're going to start tracking tomorrow, Christmas Eve in the forecast on that Wednesday, it's still tracking with above normal temperatures for both days, well into the 60s for a lot of places, and overnight lows generally in the 40s. So running some 10 to 15 degrees, depending on where you're at, above normal expected going into Christmas Day. That's the outlook as it stands right now. Again, I appreciate you checking us out here on the YouTube channel. And again, anywhere in North Georgia, come on, give us a like and give us a subscribe here on the channel. All right, that's it for today. You guys take it easy, be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.